Go, don't go. Watch him burn! I made it!
Wait, that's not how the Terminator ended.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just wanted to see the ending of Terminator 2, but that seemed different.
Actually would have been such a better ending.
So I just rewatched Terminator 2 and I'm still in love with it. When I watch a movie, I try my best to look at everything it has to offer. Sometimes, even, when a movie is so good, I would rewatch it and try to see if I can find anything wrong with them. Any movie that I analyzed this way has proven to be quite successful, with the exception of like one small problem. I can honestly say that Spider-Man Homecoming doesn't have a single problem that bothers me in the slightest, other than some fake looking buildings. I feel comfortable saying that How to Train Your Dragon doesn't annoy me in the least, apart from some annoying nameless characters. As per usual, there are a few issues and only one of them actually qualifies as a problem that the movie has. But this problem was different. This problem was just a bit more than a dumb nitpick. Our problem starts with the scene where the characters escape our main villain. If I was going to state the problem simply, I would just say that he doesn't come back until the last chunk of the movie. The movie is first about saving John Connor from an evil robot, then it's to stop Skynet from happening, and then the evil robot got bored of not being in the movie anymore, and he shows up again, and then he dies, and then the movie is over. You have to watch at least 40 minutes of our heroes trying to stop Skynet, and the aftermath is the main villain just doesn't seem to matter anymore. Like everyone, I kept saying that the T-1000 is more intimidating than the first Terminator. Seriously, if you got back to me when I was like 12 or 13, I would have easily said that the T-1000 was probably my favorite sci-fi villain ever, but now I think I was way wrong. And not because I prefer Arnold Schwarzenegger as the villain, but because the T-1000 is not really in this movie for almost an entire third of the runtime. And yes, I know that the movie is called Judgment Day, and that implies that the movie is about stopping Judgment Day. But here's the thing. For the third that we don't see the villain, that is the third where our characters try to stop Skynet. So either way, we have an antagonist that isn't in the movie for a whole 40 minutes, or we have our heroes follow the actual point of the movie for only 40 minutes. Either way, it's kind of a beautiful mess. Even though I have problems with Robert's character, he's still playing the character really well. He's still rather intimidating and cool, except for this one scene where he tortures Sarah Connor.
Call to John. Call John.
Why do you need her to do that? You could easily do that yourself. Terminators are shown to be capable of voice imitation.
John.
Oh, so that's why he didn't do it. It's because the T-1000 isn't capable of acting. And the award goes to...
John.
Even with my problems, I really did enjoy the Skynet part of this film. I really like the scene where Sarah Connor breaks into someone's home and almost kills the creator of Skynet, and then she decides not to. It's like, oh, I've become the monster I've tried to destroy. I really like shit like that. So at the end of the day, I really do love this movie. It's pretty fun. Any scene with the T-800 and John steals the show. John being inexperienced is perfect, and it actually really blends in well with the T-800. Both characters are extremely naive, but in different ways, and clearly for different reasons. It just works so well, and it makes me feel so happy. So I really do love this movie, but unfortunately, the pacing problem with the T-1000 is something that the third movie is better at doing, and it hurts me so much to say that because I don't like that movie. I really loved everything else. I still love the villain, but he's missing a few pieces. Get it? So to fix the villain, they would need to reassemble him again and okay, I'll stop with the puns now. I am so sorry. I also really liked Linda Hamilton's performance this time round. I bought every single word that came out of this woman's mouth. Honestly, Linda Hamilton is probably the best part of this movie. And yes, I know I said in my first Terminator review that I do not like the fucking annoying police. But if we're being honest, in this movie alone, they actually work, now that I think about it. Everyone being against Sarah allows the audience to feel sympathy for our main character. It actually works for the better. So in the end, this movie is really good, and it is an honor for me to cover it on my birthday. But I think I have a changed opinion when it comes to the fact of whether this movie is better than the original. But that's just me. So I'm giving T2, I Know Now Why You Cry, but that is something I cannot do, a worthy sequel.